Welcome, and this is Spencer and Austin's Romeo and Juliet project. In this project, we use Minecraft, which is a game, but we are using it to kind of teach what Romeo and Juliet might look like. This is basically for the people who cannot visualize Romeo and Juliet and kind of want to know what it might look like, so we made the Juliet castle. Here's the castle. This castle has importance because a lot of the scenes are in this castle. And we're going to go inside. Inside, there is basically a social gathering. This was the party. This was the party where Romeo and Juliet first met, where Romeo laid his eyes on Juliet and had the love at first sight. This is important to the book and the play because I can't think of a more casual way for them to meet, and if they wouldn't have met, then there would have been no play, no book. So over here I have Juliet on her balcony, and this scene is very important because most of the book really revolves around this scene. This is basically the main scene of the whole play, is her balcony. Plus, this is how Romeo and Juliet got to know each other. They kind of talked to each other and got their feelings across. Now, let's go back down. Okay, now we're going back downstairs to the dance room. Okay, now we are going to go to Juliet's room. In Juliet's room, we have the beds, or a bed that she could sleep on. We have a little crate just to where she could store her stuff, and little flowers. And I thought that this scene was really important because this is where her and the nurse talked about all of the emotional tragedies in her life, like Romeo getting banished and her cousin dying. So now we're going to go back out. And now we are going to show you another scene, the graveyard. Obviously, this is one of the most important scenes as well, because without this scene, there would have been no death, really. There wouldn't have been death to them, and that wouldn't have been really a good ending. So, in this scene, Romeo is fighting Paris, and Paris then dies. After that, Romeo drinks a potion to kill himself because he is mourning over the fact that his wife, Juliet, is dead. Juliet is not really dead. She just took a little potion or something that made her sleep to think that she was dead, so her parents wouldn't make her marry Paris. And when she woke up and found her husband, Romeo, dead, she stabbed herself, and she then died. And the whole deal with the gold statue is because the Montague, or Romeo's dad, he then promised the Capulets a fully gold statue. Alright, now moving on.
Now we're heading up to where Romeo and Juliet get married at the friar's hut.
Really, this is actually kind of ironic because it's a long journey to get up to the friar's hut, when really the marriage, they didn't take too long to discuss the marriage. It wasn't a long journey for Romeo and Juliet to get married. Alright.
And here we enter. There's Romeo and Juliet, and the friar marry them.
This is a very important scene because Romeo and Juliet got married, and there wouldn't have been any emotional tragedies if they wouldn't have gotten married. Kind of adds all the drama to the book. Well, that's all we have. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something. All right.